Puppy.
Daniel, would you come here a moment? What do you think this is? Looks like a countdown. Of course it is. I know this one. Magnets.
Chevron 7 is locked.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody, to another round of the Stargate Files. I am dealing with my hellhound, Lord Hayes, over here. He's been a little spit monkey while we've been getting ready to get started here. But we got a full crew tonight. We are rolling through Season 6 with Nightwalkers and Abyss. And there's some crazy episodes in store for us and a crazy Goa'uld that will make an appearance tonight. Yeah, that'll be Lord Ball. Well, no. Bocce ball or ball? I'm going to ask you guys each this question. Is it bocce ball or is it ball?
It's bocce ball.
It's ball.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yep.
Not bocce ball.
No.
Not bocce ball. All right. Well, that's totally fine by me. And so make sure you hit the like button on the way in, share, subscribe, and comment in the chat. Comment down below if you watch us on the replay. We want to hear about that. And as we get started, we'd like to do a little round of introductions. We're going to start with you, Atomic Patriot. Thank you for joining us tonight. What got you into Stargate? And thank you for joining us, brother.
Well, yeah, it's happy to be here, man. It's gonna be fun, and I mean, any excuse to talk about Stargate, dude. Any excuse. What really got me into it was honestly my father. My father, like he loved this show and like introduced it to all of us, and I fell in love with it because one, the visual effects of the portal stuck with me since I first saw them, and it was just the characters, man, like O'Neill, freaking all of it. It just drew me in, and the fact that it's a documentary.
It truly is. Jack 2Ls O'Neill and Samantha Carter on Twitter will completely verify that, as well as the rest of us, including Supreme Commander Thor and Skeeter.
Yeah. It's a documentary.
It
You
is
bet.
a documentary.
Speaking of the portal activate, I had to activate mine. I just looked up. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot to turn it on.
Hey, there you go.
Very nice.
And going around the horn, Supreme Commander Thor, how you doing lately, brother?
I'm doing good. Over on my Twitter account, every Stargate Frame in Order, we just finished the Tok'ra Part 1. So we'll be starting Part 2 on Sunday at 7 a.m. Central Time. And my buddy John over at every Stargate Atlantis Frame in Order, he just started, or he's not just started, he's about 500 frames into The Storm, the two-parter in Season 1. That's a great two-parter.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've watched Atlantis, so when we get around to that in the next few months, I'm going to be pretty excited to recheck
Oh
out
yeah,
some
no,
of these
that one's
episodes,
good.
'cause
Yeah.
I swear it's been like several years since
Oh,
I've
dude.
rewatched some
I
of
get
those.
that.
So it's well overdue.
Agreed.
I get that, dude. It's been a long time since I actually sat down and watched Stargate SG-1 in a while. So it was nice to actually go back and just watch a few episodes again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
But
that's
these ones
part
are
of the-
good too because while they're kind of standalone, but they kind of go together.
Yes, they do actually. It's
Mhm.
and we talked about this last week. Like, it's a weird juxtaposition between like the last episode and then we take a week off and then we get back to the actual main storyline. But it's how they did season 6. It's a bit weird at times with their pacing where they place episodes. I mean, we've talked about this in previous seasons where, man, episode order is utterly important. And why are we putting a two-parter in like episode 14 and 15 instead of episode 11 and 12? But yeah, that's how it goes. Now, Skeeter, how you been doing lately, brother? What are you working on lately?
Still running a big project as you can see. Well, right now it's probably changing filament and the big one over here. So, but yeah, this is I got to print. I got to pull off of this little one here. Still working on a big project. I mean,
It's a big
I had
project.
to make pins to put in all this stuff. You know, put these pieces together. All these pins, even more pins. Come here, more bigger pins to put together. This project is huge.
Is
And
it as
already-
big as your Atlantis?
It's going to be close
Ooh.
to the size of Atlanta, and I did not know that till after I started it.
Isn't it going to be technically bigger?
No, it's about the same size. So,
Oh, okay.
But
Oh.
yeah, this is one of the pieces of it. So there's going to be another piece that goes on top of it, and it's going to move. And yeah, it's like I said, it's a big project. I thought it was going to be smaller, but whoops.
That's what she said.
And then my other project I put on hold for quite a while. I kind of forgot about it because I've been busy making pieces for this, and I had 1, 2, 3, 4 parts that messed up. And I was like, crap. So yeah, I'm getting the last 2 on this one set of parts, and then I got to do another 2, and then that'll be all done for those parts, and then I can finish making the other parts for it, and I still got a couple more pieces to color. So yeah, on the program, color it up, but then I'll be ready. And then after this project's done, I'm considering moving everything to the other room. So I
You're
just wanna
going to
get
need
this one
to
done.
if
I need
this
to
one's
to
as
fit
big
this
as
big.
your Atlantis. Yeah.
Yeah, and as you can see, Atlantis is pretty big down there. Let's see, just give her. Yep, that's 3 foot round. So yeah,
Looks dope.
that was a lot of work lighting and that. This one, not lighting. No lighting on this one. There is none. Well, there is, but the print's not set up to be lit, so I'm not doing that. That's what I got.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
man, those all look dope in the background.
Yeah, the whole
Yeah.
shelving there. I got a bunch, and then I got some up higher, up on top there. Then I got the staff, the SG-1s with the team, and then I got no Jaffa crossing, the closed gate, super gate, 2 ships. Yeah, it's just I need more room. I thought I had
I-
enough, but no.
I get that.
My printing addiction got pretty bad. And then I'm printing stuff for people too at the same time, usually on the little one. So, but I had a break between people asking me for stuff. So I'm like, good, focus on printing stuff. So I've been printing off pins, and that whole plate back there is full of more pins. It's like a lot of pins to put this project together.
Well, that's pretty
Dang,
good.
man, it's,
Yeah.
yeah, it looks awesome. Like,
Yeah, I'm
That's
excited
why-
to show everybody this one.
That is why I really want a 3D printer so I can start printing stuff like that.
Bamboo A1. That's what
Yeah.
Skeeter got me on. I
Yep,
I
that's
actually
that
have to
little
one.
assemble like 3 different projects before I even start the next one. I'm a little bit behind since we got a little puppy here. So
Yeah, Hades is causing trouble.
yeah. He keeps trying to knock over all the boxes with all the parts in it. And I'm like, no, not during a stream, please.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say hi over
He's
here.
like, yeah. I know he can't hear us, so
Can I say hi?
needs his own headset.
Go.
He's all
He's just a
excited.
little excited for now. He'll conk out in a few minutes. But,
Yeah.
but no, sounds like everybody's got a lot going on right now. But nothing new in the world of Stargate. We got a cruise that's getting set up. Skeeter and I are kind of evaluating about heading on out, and we're figuring it out. So that'll be a fun time next year.
Yeah. I found out I have to get a brand new passport instead of
How long has it been expired?
let's see, my wife and I have been together for
Oh boy.
since 99 was I last used it in 97. So yeah, I needed a new one.
Yep.
It's a little
Yeah.
They're like,
That'll
yeah,
do it.
that's a bit old. You need to get a brand new one. You can't renew it. I'm like, damn.
Oh,
So that's going to be
Oh, wow.
106 $170 or something like that to get it renewed or a new one. So which ain't bad, but yeah, if we do go on this cruise, I'd have to get that. So
Could be better though. The price could be better.
yeah,
Yeah.
it could have been $120 for renewing. So
I paid 130 last year to renew mine, but it's because we might be going on a trip in May, and just it actually got ran through pretty quick, so I wouldn't worry about like turnaround times too much. Like it's not like you need it. And
yeah,
Rick, official SGC puppy.
Yeah. Plus, we've been talking about going up to Canada again, and it's like, oh yeah, I need one for there now. What the heck?
man, that
Passport
sucks,
for
eh?
Canada? Yeah,
I know.
yeah, right.
We didn't used to need one to go
No.
back and forth.
That sucks, eh?
Just
okay.
horrible.
I blame Canada.
Canada, dear, eh?
Yeah, yep.
What are you
Big
doing,
north.
eh?
The big north up there.
And what's funny is I actually got like 2 boxes in the mail yesterday, and I haven't opened them yet. They're all Stargate related boxes from Master Replicas. So as of next week, I'll be showing off boxes. I can tip you off. It's the Stargate Destiny Gate. It's the Veneer vessel, the Corvette, and then it's the I think it's the Prometheus redo that they did.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did come out with that. That was another one I wanted to print, but I need room.
Yeah, you need another room is what you need.
Yeah, I need another room.
or knock down a wall and clear out the whole floor. Let's go, bro.
Yeah, I'll just push this wall out behind the screen here, and that'll connect me to the other room. And
Set you up on a projector. Let's go.
don't tempt me. I do have 2 projectors just sitting. So
Yeah, just build an actual Stargate, man, and then you get as much room as you need.
yeah, there you go.
Go to Michello's. Call your new room Michello's Cave.
Yeah, Michello's Cave. Have a pocket universe where I have all the space I need, and only this big room.
There you go. And then all these gadgets that you made. Wait,
Yeah.
what did that go to? What was this again? Oh crap!
To
I missed a
fight
few
the
parts.
Gua'uld.
Did it go? Oh,
To fight the Gua'uld.
well,
yeah.
that's always a good time working with 3D printing parts and kits, and hopefully I can assemble my teal'c soon. So I would like to. We'll see if I can get to that
one way up there.
Shut up, Skeeter. I didn't ask you.
I made that one dark because I liked the way Anubis had a lot of his ships were a lot darker. And I made that one a darker one. I should reprint it, make it just gray and gold like they have in the episodes. But like I said, I like Anubis, so Yeah.
I like
That sounds
Nimbus
had to be
too.
black.
Don't worry, Skeeter's got to brag a little bit about his collection.
Yeah,
Apparently so.
I've been sending everything I print to Jeff, and I'm like, oh yeah, here's the colored version. I colored it. It'll save you time. So, because it does take quite a while to color it in the program, especially on really detailed ones, because it like defines every line, and it'll stop, and it'll like you have to keep going. Or if you want to fill in the line work, that takes quite a bit of time too. If it's not all connected as one line.
Be a little
So,
zigzaggy.
90% of the time you're just filling like the Zat gun. The lines on that I had to keep doing because they're actually separated every spot where they zigzag. So you'd fill it and they'd just stop, and they'd have to fill the next one, stop, fill the other two, stop. You know, it was a lot of work. And then you spin it around, you're like, oh crap, I missed a bunch. It's like never ending until you're done. So I do all the hard work for Jeff, make it easy for him.
Yeah, and then I promptly forget that you sent me something, and then I print it off, and I'm like, wow, this doesn't look right. And you're like, did you use the file I sent you?
Yeah.
No.
Here's the problem. Because we're connected on our shared list that I got for Bamboo app. And then I send him the files by email so he has them colored because the app doesn't share that. So,
I like the SGC symbol back up
Mhm.
here. That worked out just fine, but
I put mine. Oh, yeah, I brought it downstairs to put a hole in the back of it, and I never did.
yeah, I still got to do that. But this thing sits in front of a Stargate symbol just fine on one of the pedestals. I think it's actually the yeah, it's the actual original SG-1 Stargate. So it's kind of hiding back there.
Yeah, we see it. Yeah, I zoomed in now.
Nice.
Hey, you got your helmet on that hanger I sent you?
Yep, finally I did that a little while ago, but I'm going to be rearranging stuff back here in the next few weeks. So all of the Stargate stuff's going to be like more behind me. Makes more sense because I'd rather show that off than half the anime stuff you can't even barely see. So.
Makes sense, dude.
Absolutely. Well, this is as good a time as any. Let's get into some episodes, gents. We got 2 fantastic episodes from season 6. We're going to start off with Nightwalkers. Carter and Teal'c and Jonas investigate the death of a scientist with connections to the Goa'uld and find a small town whose citizens harbor a dark secret. And I call this one the Invasion of the Body Snatchers episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I got it in my notes too.
Because that's basically what happens here. It's a Twilight Zone episode in Stargate. We get these every so often, and they can be a lot of fun. Now, we're going to start off with you, Skeeter. What are some of your favorite moments about Nightwalkers?
Yeah, but before I get to my moments, I just want to point out something about this episode right here before it even starts. This is the first episode of the series not to feature any characters from the original Stargate 1994 film. There is only 4 other such examples in Insiders in 2006, Uninvited in 2006, Line in the Sand in 2007, and Road Not Taken in 2007. Consequently, these are the only episodes in the series which neither Richard Dean Anderson or Michael Shanks appear. Crazy.
Wow.
Ain't that? I mean, we got 4 episodes where they're not in. Those 2 are not in.
Out of 200 and some. That's pretty good.
Took only about 6 seasons to get there.
Yep. This is also Sam's leather pants episode. I'd like to make note of that.
Of course.
Also, this episode, besides Invasion of the Body Snatchers, which we all agree, I always feel this is like their version of X-Files.
Yeah.
It's pretty close, yeah.
It's in a town that the X-Files was actually filmed in also, but
yes, Stevenston, Stevenston, BC, which actually a lot of shows have filmed in. Yeah.
Supernatural's been there, Arrow's been there.
Once
a
Upon
bunch
a
of 'em.
Time, I think, was
Yep.
entirely
Yep.
filmed there.
Oh wow, I forgot about Once Upon a Time.
And yeah, X-Files, the 4400.
Yep.
Just, yeah, like, pretty cool town.
Yeah.
A lot of history there.
Yeah, so let's start off. We meet Dr. Richard Fleming, played by Peter Anderson. He's been in The Man in the High Castle, The X-Files, Big
Really?
Meat Eater. He was in Supernatural for a few episodes, and he was in a few Hallmark shows. Not many, like some others, but just a few. Yeah, we receive Sam receives a mystery call. Fleming's telling her about Adrian Conrad, never finished his project. So, and she was in a nice little nighty outfit here. So, well, not really a nighty, but just a nice little tank top there. So,
Of course, you took a picture of that one.
yeah, of course. Then we meet the deputy, who we later on find out is Agent Cross, played by Vincent Gale. He's been in The Final Cut, Firewall, Van Helsing, Allegiance, Snowpiercer, Battlestar Galactica,
Yep.
Bates Motel. Do you remember him in that? He was in quite a few episodes.
I do remember him. Yep.
I do. When I was on the rewatch, I'm like, oh yeah, Bates Motel, and I look it up. Yeah, that was right. He was also in a couple episodes of Supernatural too, and he returns in Stargate Universe as Morrison for several episodes. So we'll keep an eye out for you.
Well, he's a Vancouver actor, so he made
Yep.
the rounds on a lot of shows.
But he never hit all three of the series. So
You
just
didn't
two.
get Atlantis? Oh.
No.
I'm surprised by that, actually. He's a really good actor.
Yeah. We also meet a legend. Holy cow. Sheriff Knox, played by Blue Mancuma. The
Yep.
guy is legendary, not in the film era, but more so in the voice acting. He is a legend in that. But let's hit a couple
And
of
TV
movies.
acting. He's in
Yep.
everything, man.
I got that marked here too. He's been in 2012 movie Upside Down, The Last Rites of Ransom Pride, and so many TV shows. It was like impossible list because he's always in 1, 2, 3 episodes. That's it.
Andromeda, First Wave. Like, you
Wave,
could
yeah.
go down the list of
It's just-
Supernatural, X-Files,
goes-
everything, man.
It goes way back into the 70s. I mean,
Yeah.
I
Oh, my
quit
word.
looking. I'm like, yeah, I'm done searching. He's
Yeah, this
still,
dude has a
still
career.
still acting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Good
he's also
stuff.
like I said, a huge, big time voice actor. He's done many shows like My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. That's the whole title. My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic.
What, you're not a brony, Skeeter?
No,
Come
I'm
on.
not a brony.
No.
sadly. I do know a brony though. Very proud brony. He was in Sonic Underground series, Spider-Man Unlimited, which I loved. I knew his voice right away once I heard it. He was in Beast Wars Transformers. The only bad part of his career is when I was doing a watch for the first time of a certain animated show, and I found out he is Halleck. As soon as I heard his voice, I was like, "Yep, I know who that is." He plays Halleck on the animated show Stargate Infinity.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, I almost threw up. But yeah, Stargate Infinity.
We do not acknowledge that show around here.
I threw up a little bit.
Yep, rinse that mouth out.
See, I trauma blocked it out of my head. So
Yeah.
I still
Jeff
haven't watched
told me-
it, so, and I'm not going to.
Jeff told me not to watch it. I bought it and I watched it. And oh my god!
I warned you.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Once again, even this scene feels like a scene from the X-Files. Probably, like we said earlier, it is the town they've used a lot. Plus, they're dressed up like FBI agents undercover. You know.
I know
All
everybody's got a trench coat.
black, trench coat, black.
Duke's got the real good black leather jacket, though.
Yeah, the good duster, and then
And the
Sam's
beanie.
got the great leather pants on.
Yep.
So, but then
Yeah.
right after they drive away on that scene, he's only credited as the dark hair man, but later on in the episode, we learn his name is Jared A. Tobin, played by Michael Eklund. You might remember him from The Call. Yeah, from The Call. Heirs of Human Body. It's a weird spelling, but it's pronounced Edward. It's Eadweard, Edward, which was about a guy who did a lot of nude photography. They made a movie about him, how he was exploring art through photography, and people were having a hard time with it. So, but later on, it did become art. So the world changed. He was also in The Divide, one of my favorite shows, The Breeze, that I need to get on physical media. He was also in Van Helsing, Winona Earp, and Bates Motel, even for several episodes.
I thought he looked familiar. Bates Motel. I never watched the Earp or the
Winona Earp.
Van Helsing show.
No, never watched either one of those two. Let's see. Next, we got Dr. Fleming's Amazing Taste in Booze. The first thing I know is the really tall, skinny bottle with the big base. That's Goldschlager, one of my personal favorites to drink.
Yeah, that stuff's good.
Ooh. But then you get this crowned, well-decorated bottle, which I knew exactly what that was when I saw it right away, which I've only seen one in real life, and the guy was using it as a decanter. It didn't have the original alcohol. It's a Chambord liqueur bottle with a crown cap, which is hard.
Okay.
It was hard to find, but now it seems like they're popping up a lot of places. And then on the far right, we got a bottle of wild turkey. And then on the other side of the crown bottle with the red label and the gold cap, that is a cognac.
Ooh.
Just to name a few that were on there.
Ooh, I like a good cognac.
But seeing that wild turkey bottle, ooh.
That does not mingle well.
Not good memories, but it brings back memories.
Wild turkey's terrible, yo.
Yes.
It's the wild turkey of Stargate, man.
It's on Amazon Prime. So if you want to watch it and you got a Prime subscription, you can watch it on Amazon Prime. If you could watch first episode and be like I did and go, oh, what the heck did I just watch? Yeah. And then I watched.
You're being warned, though.
and I own those.
Yeah.
Aaron Rick said he couldn't finish it. And he has a lot of patience. Like everyone knows on Deadwire Live, I've watched everything horrible. I gotta know. But continuing on, let's see. We got I thought I recognized who this was, but I was wrong. And this is the NPC delivery girl, played by Christy Wilkes. She's only been in a couple of, literally just a couple. She's been in the 4400 as Rose Woodward.
That's what it was.
Two episodes she was in. And then this is the weirdest way. I had to look up how to pronounce this because I thought it was like Canadina, but it's Canada. Kanadiana. Here that looks like Canadina or Canadiana, but it's Canada. I found out as a girl named Kristen, and this episode of Stargate. That's her whole filmography. That's it. 3 shows. Or 2 shows and a movie. Then we see Sam open the box right away after. I've seen way too many movies. That's something you don't do. You don't just open a random box that gets delivered to a house where a guy's dead. Not a
Trope
good idea.
Central, man.
Yeah, where he was run off the road and disappeared, and his business had burnt down like a couple days before.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, just check it. No, Origins was better than Infinite. I'm sorry to say. Yeah, Infinity. Yeah, it was way worse.
Infinity was infinitely worse.
Worse, yeah. Like I said, I try to forget it. This picture I call a lot of people in zombie state walking into a building in a small town means one thing. get the hell out of town. If you
Yep.
see those
Get out
people,
of Dodge.
get the hell out of town and don't turn back.
Must be Canada.
But yeah. Doesn't this guy doesn't seem very important, when you see him in the episode, because they only show him for a little bit. But in a second, you're going to find out why I took this photo and show him, because he does have a small talking role. But he's just labeled as townsperson. His name is actually Scott McNeil. That's who plays him, Scott McNeil. He's been in Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed, Riverdale, and Supernatural, but another huge voice actor that I love. He's been in Dragon Ball Z. He's Piccolo. Boy, I cannot talk tonight. He is the voice of Piccolo since like the 90s. So all Dragon Ball Z English edition, that's the voice of Piccolo right there. Plus, he's been on Beast Wars, Transformers, X-Men Evolution. He's played several characters on that. Ninjago, same thing, many voices. He's also the voice of League of Legends movies and shows. And he was on Johnny Test, just to name a very small amount of animated shows he's done in video games. He's also done League of Legends and several other games, and also audio stories of video games and animated shows. So, yeah, like I said, you don't think much of him, but he is a huge time voice actor. Don't worry, Hades, I'm almost done. Yeah, Jonas enjoying the traditional American food.
Yeah,
He's
that's
dipping his
awesome.
fries into the chocolate milk. I'm like,
That was so wrong, man. My God.
it's like I know people go to Wendy's and dip their fries into the chocolate frosties, but
It looked like an onion ring, to be fair.
Yeah,
wonder
I
if
thought it
was
was onion rings.
or seasoned curly fries.
You know what? I thought it was out of curly fries, like, because I was like, huh, that looks.
Yeah, because he said he was having a burger, so it could be either or. And I'm like, wasn't sure if it was onion ring or curly fry. That's like, Arby's curly fries.
He
with a lot of
squished it, so it was a little
yeah,
weird.
hard to say. Let me start off with two aliens walk into a bar.
Yeah.
But yeah, we meet the barkeep. That's just as he's credited, played by Sean Tyson, who's been an sorry, I had a glare. Who's been actor for an episode or a few episodes in a ton of other different TV shows. He's another one that has a long list of shows where he just one episode, 2 episodes, or 3 episodes.
Yeah, he looked very familiar.
And same with movies. He's a lot of background character
Okay.
work, and he's done a couple of where he's actually in the show. He's more famous for something else. He is known more for being a stunt rigger, stunt performer, stunt man, stunt
Watch that
double
language,
for
Skeeter.
over. I said stunt man, stunt double.
I heard
For
stunt
over
rigger.
stunt rigger, Rigger.
I'm messing with
Whoa.
Rigger.
Wait a minute. I don't know if I want to be on this show anymore. Just
Yeah.
Where my riggers at?
But he's done that for over 25 different shows and movies.
Wow.
So yeah, he
Jeez.
knows how to do his stunts. So it was kind of interesting to see him doing, an acting spot, and he was also a stunt rigger in this show too. So I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah. Then after this scene, we learned the sheriff is also, involved with the rest of the town folk. One of Jeff's probably favorite scene.
Oh,
was
you
this-
zoomed in on this. All right.
Yeah, they said it was a schematic, but it's a blueprint because it's blue and white. It's a blueprint. But I do love how it looks. It is pretty cool. Even though it doesn't look anything like what's in the other room. I mean, sort of, but not really.
It still looks cool enough.
Yeah, Sam says it's some sort of alien ship when they go into that room. Come on, Sam. What do you think it was? A boat?
It could have been.
You
They're
can look at it.
trying.
Yeah, it looked like a teal'c, like the start of a teal'c.
Yeah, they're trying to revive the shipyards. Skeeter, come on, it's
I
a
know.
yacht.
Yeah, one of those newfangled dangled yachts.
Luxury
Um,
vehicle.
they're bringing back business to a small town.
Yeah,
Then
Yeah.
Sam decoding everything, and then she's like, "Oh, wait a minute, this is Gould. Oh my goodness, they're all Gould." It's like, oh, that took you long enough to figure out. The first time I watched this episode, I figured it out. When
I
they
think
started
we
talking
all
about
did.
cloning, right away, I'm like, oh, they cloned all the Goulds. So and they're like,
Well, they
oh.
mentioned Adrian Conrad in like
Yeah.
5 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, so we see this ship, but if you look at it, it kind of looks like a teal'c. I mean, that's the
That's probably
skeleton
pretty
framing.
accurate what they were building towards.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, it looks like one to me from putting one together. That's kind of what it looks like, especially with that nose cone on the front.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then, yeah. Anybody want an organ transplant?
no,
No.
There's a lot in this cooler, and then yep, Sam becomes a host again. I was like, okay, this is getting a little weird. But oh yeah, she had that big needle that was empty. So
I'll donate blood. I'm not going to accept a snake in my head.
I do-
Sorry, Jack. I don't agree.
yeah,
That's the one organ I don't want.
Yeah.
yeah, then we see Cross and the guys get zatted, and then he finds out his own team was against him. So it's like, yeah, invasion of the body snatchers. Where is the end? And then yeah, this scene I like to call when they're or after this scene when they take the coolers and they're going to get the rest of the rescue team or lockdown team, and I'd like to call it "You get a Gould, you get a Gould, you get a Gould, everybody gets a Gould." Like, I'll pull the Oprah here. So they're like ready to shove one on everybody. What would happen if they did get away with it? That'd be scary. But yeah, that's what I had for favorite scenes and interesting stuff. Oh, here you got your stuff.
I got the Zat scene.
Yeah, sorry, this was long because I had a lot of new faces that popped up on this episode. Next one, don't worry, I won't talk so much.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Now,
we got Ball and we got Ball's servant. That's
Jack,
it.
and the twin
Yeah.
bodyguards, basically.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
double mint twins. Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Which I didn't find their names. I tried.
Oh, well. Oh, darn. And Atomic Patriot, how about you, brother? Did you have any favorite scenes, moments, anything from Nightwalkers?
Oh. I gotta admit, it's just kind of funny. I love the part where Carter slaps Jonas. Just, and then later he's just like, did you have to slap me? She's like,
Yeah.
I had to make it believable.
What's going on?
It is.
What five finger say to the face? Shut it up.
Yeah, no, that was a good scene, and overall, man, I rewatched them again. It was nice to go back and just enjoy it. It's reminded me how great this show is, and yeah, it's just great.
Yeah, it's so easy to just jump back into any particular episode and just be like, oh yeah, that's right. I like this episode. Most of them are like that. Like 9 out of 10 episodes are like, hey, I could jump in at any point and just watch those, or I can, I guess I'm watching from this point forward until I'm like, okay, that's where I checked out the last time. Gotcha.
Oh man, yeah, and it's just like constantly reminded how great the show is. Just like this episode, I got hooked immediately again.
Yeah, it's a good time. Always some interesting scenes, even if the episodes aren't all that great. There's always something memorable or something to speak about to them. So that's always a good
Usually
time.
with teal'c.
Yeah, I like them sitting down and at the bar and everything, and he's just like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know if this is a good idea.
Yeah, my niece's husband and I get along really good, and they live over in Minnesota, the Minnesota. But he was asking me about my podcast. He's like, "So, what do you do?" And I'm like, "Oh, we talk about Stargate, the TV show." And he's like, "What is that?" And I always forget. He's like in
Oh.
his mid-20s. So I
he
mean,
don't
like,
know.
"Oh yeah, he don't know." And I'm like, "Well, do you like sci-fi?" "Oh yeah." I said, "Do you like military?" "Yeah." I said, "There you go, watch it." He's like, "What's it on?" I'm like, Prime and Netflix. And he's like, "Okay, I'll give it a whirl."
It's also
Oh,
on
man.
YouTube. It's also on Pluto. It's also
I'm just saying, since I don't have room to speak on the age since I'm only 23, but like I love this show, dude.
Mhm.
It is like I grew up with like this show. I grew up with like freaking like older stuff like MASH and all that. So that's what I grew up with.
All my kids like the show. They each like different versions of the show. Except my daughter likes all of them. She's the middle one. My oldest one just likes Stargate, and my middle kid or my youngest kid likes Atlantis. So it works out good. They all grew up having me rewatching them when we lived out in the country. Didn't have cable for a while, so
I didn't hear any love for Stargate Universe in there. You have not raised your kids correctly, Skeeter.
my daughter does like Universe.
Okay.
She likes all three. So she likes
I'm just
Universe, Atlantis, and SG-1. So.
That's all right. All right, Supreme Commander Thor, how about you? You got any favorite scenes, moments, or anything from Nightwalkers?
Oh yeah, no, I think this is my favorite episode of season 6, just because
Really?
it's just so different. It's not, and I usually don't even like the episodes where they don't even mention the gate or go through the gate or something like that. I always like them to at least see the gate, but this one you don't even hardly see the gate. Might be in the background in the conference room, but you don't hardly blink, you miss it. I think, and it doesn't even
Yep.
have Walter in it, so it's like this is one of those weird episodes that I really enjoy, just because it shows the different things that you can do with sci-fi. Like this is more of a suspense thriller slash little bit of a horror element to it, especially
Yeah.
with the guys standing outside of, like, pulling up to Sam's hotel room, and the lights are shining into her room, and she's looking out going, there's a bunch of guys lined up. It's like, oh yeah, you're not fighting your way out of this.
No.
You'll have to find something else to do to get out of it. That's when she thinks of the needle. But just right from the start, and it shows that the show works even without Jack O'Neill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, he is important and he's a good character, but like this kind of shows that, yeah, you can move forward with SG-1 without Jack O'Neill in it.
Yeah, the show is not going to collapse when he's not there. So
No. Or
Jack,
Daniel.
no
Yeah, like this.
Oh, yeah.
This is the first episode without Jack or Daniel in it. So it's,
yeah.
They mention Jack at least. They don't even mention Daniel in this one. But yeah, so they have an offhand comment about Jack still not being back from the Tok'ra, and then next episode we find out why. But just from the start, like Carter getting stuck with the 2 aliens investigating a small town in Oregon. It's it's like just it's kind of out there, and I love the nighttime shots of that town with like smoke and the light just blinking. Just the atmosphere that they managed to get, like during the daytime, yeah, everything looked very normal, and it's just a normal average town. Nothing nefarious is going on here until Jonas gets his super senses going, and he's like, haven't you guys noticed how weird everybody's been acting?
Yeah.
One of it's always too, like when they first get into town, Carter's like, watch Teal'c. And then she goes and Teal'c goes, "What?" It's like,
Oh, that was
here
great.
I am stuck with two aliens.
Yep.
And she
The
tells
bar
them each to
scene-
watch each other, which is
Yeah.
even funnier. Like Jonas, keep an eye on Teal. Teal, keep an eye on Jonas.
I know. And yeah, like I wish they. I don't know. Like, I guess you guys had it all guessed already. I didn't really have it guessed until a little bit further in that. Yeah, it was the Gould. It wasn't until they mentioned actual cloning that I was like, "Oh, wait a minute! What were they doing?"
Well, on my
'Cause-
first watch, I'll give you credit. I didn't figure it out on my first time when it
Oh.
was live on Sci-Fi Channel because I was watching live with everybody else at this point.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I did not peg it until the reveal about like, oh, cloning. Oh, Agent.
That-
Yeah,
okay.
once it gets to
That's when I
cloning, it's
got
like,
it.
oh, okay.
Yep. As soon as they brought that up in their little research, and I was like,
Yeah.
yep. Not, they're all Gould. Yep.
They're all Goulds, and then you find out why, like they are acting normal during the day, and they're
Yeah.
doing
Because,
something else at night because the little larval Goulds can only take
when they're
take
sleeping.
possession when they're asleep, and that
Yeah.
is a cool, like
Mhm.
that itself is a cool concept. Is like you don't know what you're doing when you're sleeping. That is just all kinds of horror things that I mean they don't make them do anything too bad, but like
Mhm.
my goodness, they could have gone somewhere really dark with that concept.
Well, they did kill a
Yeah.
few people.
They
Yeah.
did, yeah, they did kill a few people,
did.
but
Blew up a lab.
they started it on fire. Yeah, I mean if they had just destroyed
Yeah.
the information instead of burning down the lab, it might not have triggered as many red flags. But yeah, it's like you find out that the Gould aren't quite as smart as they think they are, as Carter quotes them at the end. Is like,
Yeah.
you guys aren't as smart as you think you are, and she just zats them both. I mean, but she's lucky too. Like, if she didn't have that needle, she would have been
Mhm.
one of them, and then she would have been infiltrating the SGC. It's
It's one of my nitpicks.
yeah, I know, like they were at the house at the right time. It's a
Yeah.
bit convenient, but you know what? I like it. I can look past some things
Hey,
like that.
the convenience isn't something that's going to just cripple the story because like
No.
it's passable.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, I just like everything about this episode right up to the end, and yeah, it's just like I said. I usually don't like the episodes where they don't at least go through or mention the Stargate, but this one came out of nowhere, and I really liked it.
Yeah, I like quite a few of the same things. Some of the things that haven't been mentioned though is they make the most of like very little. They use a lot of like scenes in the same locations and just cycle out the clothing, cycle out the lines, change the lighting, and boom, there you go. Like this scene is the end scene, but it also fits with the beginning scene. So it
Yep.
bookends itself. They did the same thing with the diner.
Yep.
They did the
Yep.
same thing with the streets. They did the same thing with many, many different sets. So they reused, they made so much of so little.
Yep.
This is why I can't understand why modern television shows cannot figure this shit out.
Yeah.
It boggles my mind. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck is pardon my
It's-
language. We keep it relatively easy here, but like, what the
PG-13.
hell is wrong with modern TV that you can't have some static sets, go to some locations, keep it simple. You don't have to go all the way to Timbuktu in Africa to have a particular shot of a moon over a particular horizon. You can do that with a matte painting. You could do it with CGI.
Yeah.
This is the perfect example of how you could do so much with so little with a good script and professional actors. My God, what a concept, everybody. Starfleet Academy, you should be taking notes.
I know.
Yes.
I'll bring them.
Oh gosh.
Like what
Oh,
a
man.
cost-saving episode this was. They had to go to the town,
Yep.
rent a few buildings,
For like what,
hardly,
2-3 days.
Yeah, hardly any special effects shots except for some Zats and some Goulds in
And the big ship.
Yeah.
like this episode, like it's not a bottle episode, but it saved they saved a ton of money.
Yeah. And it's an
Oh, yeah.
epilogue to the Adrian Conrad stuff. Well,
Yep.
we get more of that like later on, of course, with Prometheus Unbound, but this is a good casual reminder. Oh yeah, that part, a lot of this Adrian stuff and the gold that was floating around with, John Delancey's character, like they're giving you a casual reminder. Oh, because in a few episodes we're about to hit something really crazy. So having something simple like this just works out story beat wise, gives Richard Dean Anderson an extra week off to work on his leg heal up, and in the next episode he gets even more chance to heal his leg up, except for like his escape at the end.
Yeah.
And so
the thing I like about it is like the props here. Like in this image right here, you can see those are just regular office chairs. They're not anything like custom built or anything like that. It's just stuff you can buy at a freaking store. So that saves a crap ton of money. And like, it's just like stuff like that it's like a lot of like shows nowadays either like to go above and beyond or do the absolute bare minimum.
yeah,
Those chairs have been reused so much. They even show up on other planets, sitting behind a desk. On a planet waiting for a certain guardian to come and save them from the Gould, That's the same chair.
Some things like some designs are universal.
Yep.
ergonomic chairs, baby.
Amazon really ships,
Yeah. They had a
Intergalactic.
Stargate.
Yeah, they had a Stargate.
May not be 2-day delivery, it might be 2-week delivery though.
Yep.
But nah, there
Customer satisfaction.
customer satisfaction. Yeah. So there's a lot to like about this episode. I enjoy it. I like the tone. I like just the use of like everybody in this one. It doesn't feel like we're missing anybody. So it works out. And on that note, I think favorite lines. We're gonna start with Supreme Commander Thor and work our way up.
So clip 1, Strange.
You knew who Adrian Conrad was, didn't you?
Well, I've memorized all of your mission reports. I just don't want people around here to start thinking I'm strange.
People don't think you're strange.
What about Colonel O'Neill?
Let's get some lunch.
That was good. I like that one.
Oh, I did. I love that one too. That's a good one.
And I like the beginning, like even before this. I wanted to get it all, but it's way too long. But he was in Scientific American. The base has a subscription. He's just rattling off all this stuff this guy was involved in,
Like,
and everyone's just looking at him. And clip 2 is keep an eye on Teal'c.
What are you doing?
Keeping a visual record. I'll catalog all the images when we get back to the base. Teal'c. See? The image appears right there on the back.
I'm gonna go talk to the sheriff. Keep an eye on Teal'c.
Sure.
Keep an eye on Jonas.
I like how grumpy he looks like. Oh, really? I got to do that again.
Yeah.
Putting me in charge of the baby.
Yeah.
Clip 3 is traditional American food. I got that one, just JK.
Nice lunch.
I'm really starting to enjoy this traditional American food.
We have another tradition. It's called hardened arteries.
Maybe that is a curly fry upon watching that clip again.
Yeah.
That's hard to say.
I know. I was almost thinking I need to ring again, but I don't know. And clip 4 is the entire town's half asleep.
He doesn't realize it, but he just put 8 cubes of sugar into his coffee. And that lady over the counter, she's been reading the same article for a half an hour. Since we sat down, that waitress has dropped her tray twice. The cook has gotten 3 orders wrong, including my hamburger, which I ordered medium rare, but is in fact well done. I've been noticing similar behavior all morning. It's like the entire town's half asleep.
Yeah, that cook's in trouble. If I
Yeah, I
got
know.
a
Oh, yeah.
well done burger and I order a medium rare, if it's burnt, there's
There's
problems.
gonna be words at least.
No, I've done it at restaurants. I've walked right into the kitchen and asked them, "Do you know how to do a burger properly?" They all just, what? I'm like, "This is burnt. I ordered medium rare."
Oh yeah, I've had to do something similar. I at least will go up to the window or the door and be like, yo, anybody know how to do a burger? It ain't rocket science. And
You
that's
have
when
a
the waitress
burger.
is refusing to do anything about it.
I don't eat charcoal.
Yeah. Yeah, Jonas and I do notice a lot of things. I noticed that from the beginning. People were doing stuff weird first time around.
Did you notice that Jonas quite often eats in every single episode?
Yeah, he likes
Yep.
to eat.
He loves Earth food. So
What's
makes it
not
one
to
of the
love?
things
It's
to have.
good.
I mean, I can't blame him.
Well, he came from pre-World War II
Around World War.
society, and they boiled everything back then. So you can only imagine how much tastier everything is.
Yeah.
I just nuke it with Nequadria, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Aquarium. Yeah. The quadri. Yeah. Add that in, a little flavor.
Indeed.
Spice it up.
Yeah.
Spice it up. Now, Atomic Patriot, do you have any favorite lines out of Nightwalkers?
I'm gonna be honest. I mentioned it earlier. The towards the end of the show when Carter is just like explaining why she slapped him, Jonas and all that. I love that. That's just it's a good line. And I think Thor got a few lines I thought was good too. So like I love the part where Jonas starts noticing the odd. I love that.
Yeah, that was really good. I did not choose to make a clip of that because I thought somebody else will have that line. So I chose like things that were completely random at best. But how about you, Skeeter? You got a few?
Yeah, Thor got a couple of them, but I do have quite a few more. Just before they went to the restaurant, and Jonas starts telling them what's wrong with everybody. Just a couple scenes before that, Sam says the police found amphetamines. We found a syringe. I think we need to at least admit that there's a possibility that Dr. Fleming was suffering from some kind of drug-induced paranoia. Teal'c goes, perhaps his paranoia was well-founded. He is missing. His place of work was destroyed, and all the evidence was removed from his home.
Yeah. Tilt's got a point.
I just love how the way Teal'c delivers lines is just
I
it just
know.
matter of factly.
Especially since Jonas joined the team and the whole conspiracy. All of a sudden, I noticed Teal'c's doing that almost every episode to everybody. Like, well, matter of fact, Yep, the whole restaurant scene there. Here, Teal'c says, it doesn't appear that we are welcomed here. Jonas says, well, it's natural for small town people to be suspicious of strangers, right? We just have to give more effort, or give them more of an effort. Hey, guys. Then he gets that look from those 3 guys with the long pause, like, what the hell are you doing? And then Teal'c's like, you have much to learn about humans, Jonas. That's kind of my point. How are we supposed to fit in when we spend all our time on base?
He's got a point.
Does
Good
have a
point.
Good
Don't worry, Teal'c will move out at a later time and get himself in a whole lot of trouble by doing that.
Yeah, I will later on there, Gene. Don't worry.
I got a picture of that.
Jonas, after Sam picks the lock, which I have a small nitpick about too. Jonas says, yeah, you have got to teach
me how to do that.
Wormhole theory, motorcycle riding, and lockpicking.
Not necessarily in that order.
Damn it, Skeeter. I had to
I was
do
going
it.
to
though.
pick odd ones too, but that one was so good. Yeah, after that, the barkeep, after they get caught there, the barkeep, the humans have no idea what's going on here. Sam, oh, I wouldn't exactly say that. And then she zats both of them, the barkeep and the one cop, the deputy. You guys aren't nearly as smart as you think you are.
You guys aren't
So,
nearly as smart as you think you are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there we
good
go.
one.
There's
I
all
got
my
all
lines.
yours. Damn it. I try not
It's
to.
okay.
And then the final one was what Atomic Patriot was just saying about Jonas getting slapped. He says, so when we were in the sheriff's office, you were in complete control. Sam, that's right, Jonas. And you felt it was absolutely necessary to really slap me. And Sam's like, had to make it look good. Let's get some lunch. So, yeah.
Yeah, right
Start
back
off
at
with
the
that, we end
beginning.
with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's go get some lunch.
Get over it, kid.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
rookie.
there's a lot of good lines in this episode.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
y'all covered most of them for me, so
Mhm.
I'm great. Pretty good. Now, on the note of things you maybe didn't like, Skeeter, let's start with you on this one.
Strap in, everybody. I do like this episode. It is written well. It's done well for a lot of the characters, except for one. I think they made Sam a little dumb, I guess is the best way to put it. She's not on her game in any of this.
You think she should have caught on sooner, or what do you?
Well, kind of a bunch of stuff. I'll go through
Okay.
here. Like I said, I love the idea of the episode. It was great. Great invasion of the body snatchers style, X Files, Kochak. There's a lot, but they really made her look kind of dumb to me. Like, first off, Sam is filling a vial instead of sending the whole syringe. Why would you just fill a little vial and keep that huge syringe? That was big. Why would you want to keep that carried around? No sense. But then we find out later, oh, she needs that syringe. So, but her lock picking skills are very good in this episode. She didn't even have to turn. She just had to move the picks in and out, and the door came unlocked. She didn't have to turn.
I know.
You know
Turn the
what I
lock,
would have done,
unlock
Skeeter?
it,
I
and
would have done a Zat gun.
yep.
Yeah.
The other thing, there was a chain wrapped through that door that had a lock on it.
Yep.
They'd never unlocked. You just kind of scoop the chain up and then push the door open. It's like, well, when did you unlock that? But like I said, she seemed dumber in the episode because she's reading files and she's not understanding them. She's missing obvious stuff that shows that school related, like halfway through. That, the Nequita wasn't in the other ghouls. I'm not saying that, but just, there's a lot of signs. Ghoul, on the rewatches, you're like, oh yeah, look at how obvious these signs are that they're ghouled.
I was about to say, who the hell wrote this episode? Then
Yeah.
I realized who wrote it, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah, never mind.
sorry, Joseph.
So, yeah, I hate to say this.
Hey. The majority of the episode is good.
They're
Like I
fine.
said,
just
everybody's
need-
characters except for Sam. She just seems, usually she picks up on stuff or she solves problems quick or, there's a mystery. Oh, yeah, hey, it's this. But she didn't do that in this episode.
She seemed to be a little bit more airheaded.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's a good way to put it.
my final nitpick was the quarantine team knew exactly where everybody was. So why are they parked in the middle of town searching all the buildings? If they knew exactly where everybody was, they're either at the docking, the shipyard, and
the sheriff's office.
Sheriff's office.
Yeah.
Why were we doing a sweep of all the buildings? You know where they are. That was my other nitpick and final nitpick.
Probably put some AirPods on them just so they could track them down. That would have been a good way to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those weren't invented yet. Well,
And,
there was something like it, but that wasn't talked about yet.
okay. All right. How about you, Atomic Patriot? Got anything about this episode you maybe didn't like?
I say really same thing is like Sam did seem like an airhead a little bit and all that, and it was like, okay, you should know this though. It's especially when we're like 6 seasons into the show, and
Yeah, right.
but yeah, no, that was kind of like my only thing is I was like, come on, if I can figure out, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, if you're catching on before she does in an episode. And it's weird because even in later episodes, she picks up on stuff like no problem. It's like you keep her on Earth with something weird and it takes her like an extra 15 minutes to figure it out. You get her in space or on an alien planet, she's like, okay, I got this. Don't
Okay.
worry."
So it must be something with the Stargate then, because
Yeah,
the Stargate makes you
Stargate
smarter.
travel makes you smarter. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. And how about you, Supreme Commander Thor?
The only real nitpick I have is them being at his house and the delivery van showing up at the exact time that they're there. That's really about it. I get, yeah, Sam probably should have probably figured it out sooner, but this is bio stuff, and that's really not her. I can kind of forgive her for that. It's not theoretical physics, it's biology.
But the computer hacking.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, she should.
I mean, she isn't Mayborn hacking. You know, boop, there I'm in.
I would have believed Jonas was the computer hacker of the trio, honestly.
Yeah. I could see that.
Well, she's hacked before.
Yep, a lot.
Yeah.
Even alien technology before.
I know.
We'll just upload a virus to the mothership and bring everything down that way.
Yeah. But that's really all I had. Like, I just like everything else about the episode. It's so good.
Yeah, it's a good episode. The only kind of nitpicks I have are some of the ones that you guys have brought up. The only one I would point out is they mentioned Doc Fraser multiple times. Never see her in this one, but we see her in the next one, no problem. So it's like, why are we doing that? If you're gonna mention her, you could at least show her for a minute or a brief second where she makes the phone call back to Sam and the team and be like, "This is what's going on." We don't do that. So, and somebody else pointed out, Rick, no Walter in this episode. Thor, you are slacking, brother. You are usually Walter.
I did mention that he wasn't there, but I still like the episode.
That's okay. I'm just messing with you. But otherwise, like, this is a fun episode, and I don't feel like I'm missing like the two mainstays on the show, and it kind of makes the next episode even better with the payoff of that and what happens in that one.
Yeah.
And I'll have a big question for all of you guys once we get to that one. But go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, all right.
Oh, cool. So yeah, I mean, we'll do some scores and we'll move on over to Abyss very, very shortly, everybody. So Skeeter, what do you got for a score on this one?
Like I said, I do like the episode. I do love the idea. I love the writing. Jonas is always one of my favorites on the show, so I always enjoy him. So even with the shortcomings with Sam and a couple of nitpicks here and there, I still give this 5.5 chevrons.
Okay, that's fair. Atomic Patriot, how about you?
I would honestly like there are like Skeeter said, there are problems that this episode has, but it's not end of the world level problems that just completely kill the episode and all that. There's stuff that can be overlooked, more nitpicks and all that. And I'd personally give it like I'd say maybe 7 out of 10. 7, 8 out of 10.
Yeah. That's pretty fair. How about you, Supreme Commander Thor?
Yeah, like I said, I love this episode. Probably my favorite one out of season 6. So we're heading to Pegasus, baby. It's almost 8 chevrons out of 7.
Hey.
Not quite there, but we're dialing to Pegasus. We got the ZPM hooked up. We're We're halfway there.
That's pretty good. God, if I got to put a number to it out of 7 chevrons, I'll probably go about, you know what? I'm going to round up. I'm going to go to 6. I was going to say 5.5, but I think 6 is pretty good. I don't think it locks it down like all the way. It feels like there could have been something a little bit extra in this episode for everybody, whether it was Doc Frazier, a little more SGC stuff. It's all basically away from the base except for the bookend of the episode, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. It just feels like there could have been a little more SGC work going on. But overall, Teal'c got to wear a knit cap for most of the episode, and he didn't have to wear the emblem, except for when Blue Maguma got to call him Shoulder.
Yeah.
Which was super funny. So I get a kick out of this one. I enjoy it a lot. I've never had a problem with this one. This is actually, when I first watched this one years ago, when it first aired, I'm like, this is the episode that actually won me over on Jonas. I'm like, okay, you know what? I think Jonas is going to be all right for what we got going forward. And all the way through the end of the season, and I'm like, I went through Prophecy. I'm watching Full Circle next, like probably when we're done tonight. And so I'm moving on to the next season. But this is fun. I enjoy this one. I don't see why people don't like this one, because fan rating on Gate World is a 5 point. This is oddly specific. This is oddly specific. 5.6464.
Oh my. He's getting right down to the decimos.
Like, I've never seen a fan rating like this on Gate World. It's
that's like the biggest. So usually it's like 5.25 or something, you know.
Yeah, it only goes to like 2. So it's very weird. I don't, Darren, maybe buddy, if that's just kind of a typo, you might want to take out that extra 6.4. But if that's actually accurate, wow, that's impressive. Because Darren gives this 1.5 stars.
Oh my goodness!
Wow!
I'm like, wow,
he hates
buddy.
Body Snatcher episode.
It's okay not to agree, but even I'm like, I would have given this at least a 2 at the minimum. It's not that bad. It's better than Emancipation and some other episodes.
I would have said like maybe a 3 at minimum, but
yeah. So
it's like Gould. You know, when I first time I saw it, I was like, boy, they look weird. They didn't color them right, you know, and cooler. And then even on the rewatch now, this morning when I was watching, I'm like, oh man, they didn't finish the CGI on it. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. No, they're clones. They're clones. That's why they're not colored right. So
they're clones. They don't have the naquita in the blood, and they're juvenile. So they got like a few different things working against them to make them look a little different than regular Goulds.
Yeah, I was going to put it as my nitpick, and I'm like, no, wait a minute. A lot of stuff. No naquita. No, they're just clones. They're not birds. So, yeah.
Well, and they also mentioned meningitis in this episode, and I'm like,
yeah, they do.
What are we doing? We're using this as a meningitis vaccination. And I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, that
before, you know.
So that's gonna do it for Nightwalkers, everybody. We're gonna go ahead and move on over to Abyss. Probably the champion of the night. Maybe we'll see how the rest of the panel feels. But O'Neill is captured and tortured by the Gold System Lord Vol and must rely on an old friend to survive. And I love this episode, straight up. I'll probably reflect on my score later on in our final like kind of thoughts on it, but this is absolutely fantastic. Michael Shanks is back, and between season 5 and here, there was an extended period of time in between seasons and its debut on Sci-Fi Channel. So there was a lot of time between him not being part of the show and then coming back for a couple guest appearances with this and the Changeling, and then later Full Circle at the end of the season.
It was almost a whole year, wasn't it?
It was almost a whole year, yeah. So he had enough time to go do his thing, see what he could do, spread his wings, so to speak, of ancient wings, so to speak. But this one is really good because we didn't have Jack for a week, and now he's back, and we find, and this also gives a timeline to the last time we saw him to now. Is this last week has been completely crazy, according to Jack. So the timeline between Frozen and this is 1 week. So Nightwalkers took place in between. So that's kind of interesting that they gave that much of a time frame. I maybe would have given it like 2-3 weeks. Just to not make everything feel like it's rushing along too much, because weekly it's like, oh wait, it's been 2 weeks. That makes sense. It's been 2 weeks since that episode. But there's a lot to this episode to unpack. And Skeeter, let's start with you. What are some of your favorite moments about this? And by the way, I love this image of the sarcophagus.
I was just about to say that. I love the sarcophagus. Top down view looks good. It looks well designed too. But kind of a nitpick, and I like this scene too. We see somebody running through the woods. You could hear the Tok'ra voice saying, go hide.
Good job, Siler.
Yep. But how many times did he get shot when he was at the dialing device?
Once.
Why is there 2 holes?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Continuity.
Is that the 2 staff weapons? That
2 staff weapons. He only got shot once.
Yeah.
And the upper shoulder there, on the right shoulder.
Yeah.
Budget ran out. Sorry, Michael. You ate up the shot for the second bullet.
Not the only continuity error. We'll find out here.
Yeah.
Oh no! Don't tell me that's not in here. I love my slides sometimes. Now I'm going to double check because I know I took this photo. And yeah, that just didn't go through. Damn it!
Is it the one right after this?
It was the Jaffa Commander.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So if you had that, but
no, I did not.
The one who's talking, that's played by Patrick Gallagher. Everyone should know who Patrick Gallagher is. Do you guys know who Patrick Gallagher is?
I do not, actually.
What if I told you his name was Attila the Hun from Night at the Museum?
Oh, really?
That's Attila the Hun from Night at the Museum. Yep.
Wow, I did not pick
that. This was before.
I knew he looked familiar.
Before that. Before that movie was filmed. That's him.
I've seen that movie way too many times to admit to.
Yeah. Once again, that's Night in the Museum. He plays Attila the Hun. He was in Glee, Big Sky, Wayward, Joe Pickett, and he also does a ton of voice acting for video games and animated shows. I know it don't sound good, but he does do a lot of Asian voice characters, but that's his nationality. So,
I'm kind of surprised.
I was too.
Patrick Gallagher, like I just searched up, he's in Critical Drinker's short film.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
He does a lot. But don't worry, everyone. We'll see him again when we start covering Atlantis, as he comes back as Vonos in Inferno, season 2, episode 19. He'll be back. So we'll see him again.
Right.
A little longer role, I think, too. We find out the Tok'ra on the ground is actually Jack when he gets rolled over. I mean, how cool is this? We get that top view of the sarcophagus. We see it open up, and there's Jack. Nice, clean outfit, after laying in the mud, which it's a different outfit, so they changed him. But let's play a little game called Can You Spot the Differences in these 2 pictures? We see this scene. Then it goes to the person looking over him. And then it goes back to him.
Yeah, he's got the knife wounds.
What's that knife wound? Right here in the shoulder,
They had to reuse a shot probably later on.
Also, this inside of the sarcophagus is different. It's got more brass inside it, but you look at the upper left part of that picture,
Phillips head screw again.
Phillips head screw again.
Yep, called it.
As I called it.
I knew you were going to
past,
do this again.
I did this in the, what was that, season 1? Yeah.
Yep.
I
With
saw
the
there's a
Daniel
Phillips head
episode,
screwdriver. I'm like, no way. That's Philip. Yep, it's a Phillips head.
Mhm.
So even still, they're using Phillips. So keep that in mind, people. If you're ever crossing the galaxy, make sure you bring your number 2 Phillips. Probably keep you covered.
And drill bit or drill bit.
Another universal.
Yep, another universal tool. Just need a pocket knife, duct tape. Oh, wait a minute, wrong show.
You'll MacGyver it, don't worry.
Yeah. Then we see here we two things actually. The gate room is a lot brighter, even after the gate turns off. It is still a lot more lit up in the gate room there.
They also upgraded to LED or LCD screens.
LCD screens. LCD screens back then. So no CRTs anymore. That we see that big change. Glad you caught that too, but
well, it makes things not look so
clunky in there. Like I said, they got rid of those big monitors, and all of a sudden the room had more light to shine around in it. Doc Frazier is back. Always great to see her. This gravity wall, how cool is that?
That's pretty awesome.
A lot of the set design
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff like this was fantastic.
Yes, I love the look of this fortress. You know, it got us away from the Golden Gould, motherships.
Yep.
This fortress has a different color to it, different style, look.
It was so freaking cool. I got shots of the hallways and stuff. So.
Yeah, because
yeah.
even behind that wall, that spiderweb wall is like a long tunnel, and it's so cool that it's like, wow. He near the end said Jack to his death falling down that pit, which was actually just a hallway.
Yeah.
But we got the double mint twins, who I could not find out any information. I didn't dig super hard. I was going to.
It was a cool look.
But yeah, when they just push them and they here you go, and all of a sudden he's like, whoop, flop straight through the wall. Yeah, we see that Ball comes back to the show. He's one of my favorite villains.
Oh,
and he's the longest running Gould on the show series too.
He outlasted Apophis, man.
Yeah, way longer than Apophis. And then look at that. There's that knife wound that we saw earlier that now showed up, even though it was there before. But then you see him reusing the scene a lot with his wounds, and he's doing the exact same move. They didn't just film it over and over. They just, we'll take one cut and we'll just reuse it, which you do see a lot.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Exactly.
The whole interrogation between Ball and Jack is just beautiful. I know it's torture, but the way they play that out is so beautiful. I love how it was written, how well these two work together is amazing.
Well, and Jack is special ops trained. He can handle most torture. This is a different level for him. And this also makes things personal with him and Ball for basically the rest of the show into Continuum, which is fantastic. Then they finally deal with his ass.
Fundamentally different torture than anything like humans do, because they kill you, then bring you back, and then kill you again. And pretty much it destroys not just your mind, but your soul. So
your humanity starts slipping away.
Yep.
Yeah, we got people that really fits Ball's aesthetic. Yep.
Yeah,
it really does.
Yeah.
Even though the Egyptian god, if you look up the Egyptian god of Ball,
what?
Yeah, he was added to the gods later on. He's actually a god from another.
Yeah, he's from
India, like the Middle East.
More Middle East, yeah.
And he got adapted into that, and he's actually this god of sky. There's depictions of him with either a spear or a lightning bolt So, he brought storms or gentle rains. So this ball is kind of way different than what he's supposed to be.
Oh, he's throwing daggers and
Yeah, he's throwing
acid.
daggers.
Seems to be a little more aggressive than the depictions.
And loves technology. Where the ball, in our ancient history, was happy to show people agriculture and teaching them how to, plan the seasons and that. So
Yep, not this guy.
no. Yeah. Then we see this awesome gravity cell.
This is
I love it. You walk in and you can see this was actually, they mounted a camera and the whole room turned because the way Jack moves, but also the emblems on each side of that room also changed and pointed down always.
to where
So
the
you knew which
gravity
way
was.
the gravity was.
Oh.
I like
Yeah.
that extra little feature. It was something that they didn't have to do, but they added in just so you can look in the room and go, okay, don't walk in, you're gonna fall.
Clever episode.
Yeah, very well.
The cinematography was great, dude. It was
Yeah.
it was just like I just love how they nailed that.
Yeah, even the little hand device to activate it. They moved one way to turn the room so it was just like you could walk in, then they waved their hand another way to flip it. So it's like a pit.
And I like later on when Jack actually lays down. He's like, I know what's about to happen.
Lay on the
It's
floor.
like that was great. I also to me this is a weird kind of niche of mine. I love artificial gravity in sci-fi shows.
Yep.
So if it, it's a very fascinating thing, and I anytime it happens, it's featured in a science fiction show, I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
So, but then, yeah. So, yeah, there's just showing that hand device. So it was pretty cool. Then we meet Shallan. The girl says, "Is it you?" Played by Ula Fries. She has been in The L Word, 1 Week, Arrow, Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer. She was the Danish news anchor. But she's Dutch. So she was also in Blade, the series, as the customs woman.
Yes, she was.
And Lovesick, Secrets of a Sex Addict. Never seen that one.
I need to look something up now, apparently.
Yeah, the whole scene after this with Daniel back, it's just Jack and Daniel, their connection, just like he wasn't even gone.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're here, cool. Let's talk.
I like how he threw the shoe through him.
Yeah.
That was super fun.
Yeah.
To be fair, when he grabbed his shoe, I was like, he's gonna throw it. I was like, as soon as he started lift his foot up, I was like, he's gonna throw his shoe, isn't he?
I would.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
But then, yeah, as they're talking, Daniel, I can't do anything, but I'm here to talk. But then he realizes, okay, Jack's been we realize Jack's been dead, almost dead, and dead several times now. Then he's been saved by the Tok'ra when there was no chance with the snake in his head. And now that's gone because it ran away, got scared. And then now Daniel wants to teach him to ascend. Really, Daniel? What are you thinking? This is the last person that's going to let everything go.
He wants to Oma Dasala him.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, it's like, what are you thinking, Daniel? But at the same time, I understand he's trying to help his friend. Then we hear Hammond telling Thorin that he doesn't give a damn if the Tok'ra and the Earth Treaty ends. Like, no, you're withholding information again. We have a treaty. You're supposed to give us all this information. I don't care if it ends or not. Be our prisoner, but we'd rather have you be our guest. So, yeah.
Jack ain't ascending anytime soon. Pretty much.
Especially after blending and after everything he's ever done in his life. And Daniel's like, you are worthy of it. And he's like, Jack's basically saying, No, I'm not. I've done some nasty things in my life. I'm nowhere near close to being ready for this.
And I've taken a lot of pictures of this stuff, but it's the same view, nonstop. You know, it's we just get there or the torture room and this whole thing. So that's why I didn't take a lot of photos. And SGC, we know what they look like. Yeah, Ball is still my best and favorite villain of the show. Of all the shows, he's still my favorite. Jack and Daniel are having such a serious and yet funny conversation about his ascension, like I was saying. And then I got this. What is wrong with this picture, everyone?
The one on the left is
Philip said.
Yeah, the one on the left, the emblem didn't twist all the way to point down. So, I mean, you can see it right up in that left-hand side there. It's not pointing at that black line, So,
yeah, close enough.
Yeah, they had a little butt. But after the scene, and he slouches down to the floor, looks up. Oh, look at that! It's still instantly aligned, like magic.
Autocorrect. It's like auto text.
It's like, they change the camera angle, all of a sudden magically it fixed, because they probably reshot the scene and go, oh, this one's not down. Let's redo that. So, yeah. That's all I had for scenes. Like I said, nobody new in this. We know everybody in it except for Shalon. That's the only one that was new to the show.
Right on. And Atomic Patriot, how about you? You got any favorite moments, scenes, or anything about this episode you really like?
I'd just say, like, it's not really a scene, not in any one scene. It's like the whole chemistry between Daniel and Jack in this episode. It was just so great and all that. And like you could just see both, like, both of their personalities just kind of in contrast, but also like they care for each other, like as brothers would, and all that. And it's just great to see that bond that they still have, despite Daniel having ascended and Jack is currently going through torture right now. So it's kind of fundamentally in opposite locations now. I love that whole dynamic. It was great. And I mean, it was just like, and I just loved how how you just like see the freaking the crew in SG-1, like they're working so hard to get Jack back, and it just is great.
That's actually going to make me bring up a question before we get to you, Thor. Sorry, really quick.
Yeah, no problem.
My big question for this episode for all of you: did Daniel help?
Yes, he did.
I'd say he did.
He tipped off teal'c, in my opinion.
That's right.
Well, and same with Carter too. When she's talking, and all of a sudden she's looking off in the distance, and then
she has
an idea. Yeah. It's like, wait a minute.
Even Jonas had a moment.
Yep.
Because after Jack said, Daniel, he's smart as you, and all of a sudden Daniel
knows too.
I'll go tell him too.
I wholly believe he helped. Like I don't believe he just sat back and did nothing.
He figured out, because he literally said, I got to go off and do something. And then he comes back and he's like, oh no, I didn't do anything. I think that's because if he admits it, then the ancients will be like, oh, you did do something and you shouldn't have. Whereas he might have just given a little kind of nudge, like, don't forget about Lord Yu. Oh, don't forget about that. Or did you think about just a simple question? Did you think about this? Did you think about that? Because I actually have a picture, super quick.
Yeah, Gene agrees, 100% helped. Let us know in the comments down there. Was it Daniel helping the other team members, or they just...
if you scroll one back, he's meditating.
Oh, yeah.
Meditating. And then in the next scene, he's doing the eyes go wide like this.
Yeah.
He did this one time before with Daniel Jackson. Name the episode, and you get an extra point.
I'll keep it quiet.
Crystal Skull, everybody,
Mm-hmm.
is the last time he ever flashed awake from anything from Kelnareem. It's the only time he's ever done it. So this is a callback to Crystal Skull.
Here, I thought you were going to let people do it in the comments. So I was keeping quiet.
Nah. Gotcha.
Love how Skeeter was like, nope.
Oh, keep quiet. I know it.
But on that note, I think we're all in agreement. Now, Supreme Commander Thor, what are some of your favorite moments or scenes or anything from Abyss?
Yeah, we get to see how slimy the Toker are. I think that just
I officially
cements
don't
the
like them after
fact-
this episode.
Yeah, they are not good allies. That is for damn sure. They didn't want to share information, even though they have a treaty. They didn't want to admit that one of their members could have gone rogue. And
Would never.
yeah, and what was the Gould in Jack's head called? Kanan?
Kanan.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Kanan.
Kanan like going off the reservation and then abandoning him when he gets hurt. Like,
Yep.
what scum those guys are. I have a clip of General Hammond telling them where to go. That I will be sharing later. Because that is basically my thoughts after watching this episode. Like, I never really liked them to begin with, but they are really just slimy guys. And later on, like, they're still slimy.
They get worse.
I know, like,
Yeah.
when they have to like save them from when another one of their bases gets attacked later on in season 6.
Yeah, I watched
and
that
then-
episode. I'm like, oh, you dumbass mother.
Yeah, it's like you guys almost killed Master Braytek, you useless idiots. So that's one thing. I like the set. Daniel and Jack, of course. I would say the Ball and Jack, but apparently, according to the notes, when Ball is talking to Jack O'Neill, it's usually a stunt double standing in for O'Neill, so they're really not that. They're not acting that much together. It's so I don't know if I like that, but another cool thing is that in the quest part 1, when they are searching Ball to give up something and they actually pull one of these knives out that he was torturing Jack with, and he's like, hey, that particular item holds great sentimental value. It's like, you bugger. Yeah, and just the torture with the sarcophagus, just how sinister that is, because we know it changes you the more times you're in it. And each time you go in, it's going to break you down a little bit more and make you a little bit less human and more like a Gould each time. So it's crazy, and I like how Daniel gave each one of them like a separate idea. It's like he didn't just give one person all the ideas. He slowly leaked it to all of them. So eventually, when they're all together, they thought of a good plan to cause a distraction, which allowed Jack to escape and rescue Ball's Lotar. No, this is a good episode. I never skip on a rewatch, and just everything, like the gravity stuff. Maybe we don't know how many times he actually dies. Could have.
Yeah, that's true.
They only show, I think, like 3, but
Yeah, there's just 3 or 4 in
Yeah.
this episode. It's not many, but like it's emphasized that he's died a lot.
yeah, he could have died a lot more.
Daniel asked him, "Well, how many times you been in it now?" And he goes, "You know, Jack doesn't answer him, so we don't know exactly how many."
Yeah.
times, actually.
I think that was
know the
intentionally left vague
forward.
enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, all around good episode, and we lost
Mhm.
Jeff.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm blaming. Hey, as you can see, everyone here, I'll show you.
That
Not the replicator. It's right there.
it's
That's his
not
own.
making any noise. It hasn't
His
moved
own.
since the start of the episode. It's not
Mhm.
chittering.
Yeah. So the only
If it
noise
starts
I
moving,
got,
then there's a problem.
Yep, the only noise you might hear possibly is the 3D printer there moving around, but
Yeah.
Yeah. that's
Could
his
be.
own. Either that or the puppy got into it.
Oh no. Yeah.
Hopefully not. So he has been having issues with the service he has out there. So it could be that again. So hopefully that gets fixed soon, and he'll be back on in a few minutes for all our viewers out there. Let's see. He finished up everything he liked about the show, didn't he?
I think he still had to go.
Yeah, he still had to go. That's right.
Yeah. But we'll get his when he gets back on.
When he gets back,
But
we'll
we
let
can
him do that.
probably skip over to favorite lines.
Yeah, let's do that. Let me get set up here quick with that. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Here he comes.
Oh.
Da, 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 da.
It's
alive. My replicator never moved. We just got done talking about it. Did not move.
He could have been hacking you through
Your own
subspace, though.
replicator. No.
Well, just JK said the replicators got Jeff.
Yeah.
Actually fixed my internet relatively. I just had to reconnect to something really quick.
That's what I was saying. I was like, you've been having internet issues with your service, so
Thank you, Cox Cable.
It should get him to sponsor us. Maybe then you'll get good service.
Should get some fiber optic around here. That'd be great.
Oh, dude, fiber optic's great. I use it. It's great.
It's great when you're at the beginning of the line, not so much when you're at the end of it.
That's true.
Good point.
That's the thing with fiber optic. So,
and where were we at?
We were just about to head into your favorite scenes.
Favorite scenes for me are gonna easily be the Daniel and the Jack scenes, like that emotionally, and the investment in the show for 5 seasons just brings it all full circle.
Yeah.
And him being and Michael being gone for so long, having Daniel back and him, just it really it hits the hammer home. It's like, okay, when I first watched this episode, I was like, all right, I'm not really feeling the show, but the last episode, I'm starting to dig Jonas a little bit. Then we get him back in Abyss, and I'm like, oh, damn it, you just had to remind me of Daniel Jackson and Michael Spectrum, and like, I'm sorry, Michael Shanks and Daniel Jackson, but like, the two of them work so well together that it just works crazy good for me, and it made me emotional the first time I ever watched this, and every time I watch it, it's like, oh no, you're not, nope, not again. But it always gives me a little pause, like at the end of the episode, like, this is why I love this show. These two guys love each other, and you could almost see it in their performances. Like, he needs to come back to this show. Like, the show misses him, didn't need him, but it missed him, and he missed the show. He didn't need the show, but he missed the show as well. And it was just like, this is kind of that first step towards, you know what, maybe I did have something special here, even if, and he still has a career outside. I've seen him in Burn Notice for a full season, for crying out loud. So he's had a fantastic career, and just like this is what works for me in this episode is these two, and then everybody else does a great job filling in the other scenes. Like, hey, how do we get him back? No, we got to give him the best chance to succeed, and it's a super clever plot and a super interesting way to resolve a situation without having to do something themselves, which would get them all killed anyway. And those are the things I love about this episode, and the ending just knocks it out of the park for me every time. Like, yep, you're coming back, aren't you, bro? And then after the changeling, it's like, oh wait, like, bro, that one is even more brutal.
Yeah.
Because, and that one, it's like, is he actually there, or is teal'c just delusional? And then at the very end of the episode, it's like, I've always been here for you, teal'c, while he's in a human form and under a different name. It's like,
Yep.
I'm like, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Like, he cannot stay away from his friends and the people he loves. He just cannot. And so it made sense when we get to full circle. Like, oh yeah, darn. I guess I'm here to help you guys and to beat Anubis's ass. Oh wait, I can't do that either.
Yeah, dude. The thing I love about this episode, it's the dynamic between them and how it's just focused on those two.
Yeah. Oh, so that's about what I liked. And anybody else have anything about what they liked about this episode?
No.
Or should we get into some lines?
Yeah.
All right, Supreme Commander Thor, let's hit some lines.
Clip 1 is as in bocce.
Let me scroll here 1 second. Okay, there we go.
Take no offense there, Skippy. I'm sure you're a real hot, important ghoul. I've just always been kind of out of the loop with the snake thing.
I am Ball.
That's it? Just Ball? As in bocce?
I like how he starts with Skippy.
Yeah. You claim you do not know me.
Clip 2 is I just tossed my shoe through you.
Here in the sense that my consciousness is here, if not here in the full physical flesh and blood sense, which is really neither here nor there. The point is, you're not imagining this.
I just tossed my shoe through you.
Yes, you did. That's because I've ascended to another plane of existence.
Oh.
Remember Roma Sala, the whole glowing thing? You helped me out. I couldn't have done that without you. Remember that?
Yeah, of course I remember this.
Yeah, I had that too. Those are really good. Well, a lot of their scenes are great, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and clip 3 is I don't give a damn.
Of course, if you choose not to avail yourself of that capability, we would be pleased to provide you with comfortable quarters until you decide to change your mind.
You threaten the peaceful continuation of relations between our two peoples, General Hammond.
If our relations continue in the direction they're going, Counselor, I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
This is where I miss Anise. I'm just saying.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I miss you.
And how about you, Atomic Patriot? Got any favorite lines out of this one at all?
I'd say I like the line where, like, you know, Jack is going through all like, and like he doesn't come back, and Daniel doesn't come back for that one time, and then when he does, he's like, sorry, I was away. I had some important business going on. That was a good line. And I mean, those lines that were just covered are also really great lines I like. So,
you know, and good one, Gene. Daniel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jack. Man, that's the rough part. Like, oh man, he ready to give up. Damn. How about you, Skeeter?
Yeah, I got a few. Thor covered a couple. Right away at the beginning, Walter is there, so that makes a lot of our fans happy. But Walter says, it's the Tok'ra. Hammond goes, it's about damn time. Yeah, right. Come on, where the hell's Jack? Then we already covered Jack calling Ball Skippy. Paul also says later on, but it's also true that Tok'ra share body and mind equally. You will know all that it knew. Jack, I think I know less than you think I know. Like, I don't know crap. Daniel showing up first time. Hi, Jack. Jack's like, Daniel's, and I leave and look at the mess you got yourself into.
Again.
Like, yeah, pretty much.
It's like, where were you for Frozen, bro? You could have avoided all of this with that one.
So, I mean, it's funny that just that starting scene, him coming back, it's like, yeah, he ain't dead. He's still there. And Jack's like, yeah, all right, let's talk. Like, anybody else would have been freaked out. Yeah. But also, is Jack thinking, is this just in my mind? Which, for the longest time, you kind of wonder if he was making it up until you notice Daniel was helping out the other team members to find him. So, yep, we did the whole throwing the shoe, and the Jack saying while he's in the pit, I can't believe I let them put a snake in my head. My head. I agreed to this. And then Thorin, when he's trying to leave, Thorin says, this Jaffa threatened my life. Teal'c, I merely informed you that any further attempt to activate the Stargate would result in physical injury.
And he had such this big grin on his face, like, I would have been happy to do so as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that
Teal'c
is always a great character in this.
Yeah, I mean, there was so much I was like almost quoting this whole episode between Jack and Daniel, and
oh god, yeah.
there are so many great scenes of just them talking. Like, this is really, really well written.
Thank you, Brad Wright.
Yeah, Brad Wright, you did amazing.
Yeah.
Making these characters actually have emotion for each other, and they can't help.
And they're what? Sitting in a room,
doing nothing, with nothing around.
It was just like, again, kind of same with the last episode. The same sets were used over and over again, and it's really great.
Yeah. Jack says, so you want to be my Oma? Daniel says,
that was funny.
You could put it that way. I mean, I wouldn't, but maybe that's just me. Jack, and then what? Daniel says, then I don't know. Jack, you don't know? Daniel, no ascension doesn't make you all knowing. I mean, I really don't know. Jack says, if I'm catching the next plane of existence out of here, you got to give me something.
So the light is on, yet no one is home.
But that's my next line. Jack,
I'm sorry.
Though the candle burns in my house, no one is home.
Yeah.
It was like the perfect comeback.
I should have done a clip on that, but I was like, somebody got to have that. But
yeah, I was like, I couldn't let it go by. Like I said, I got a couple more here. Jack says, screw it. It doesn't matter. Carter and 2 equals to, or the other 2 equals, or yeah. I could see my auto spell messed up. Carter and the other 2 will think of something. Daniel says, even if they could find out where you are, Jack. And Jack interrupts and goes, Jonas, he's at least as smart as you. Daniel goes, there is no other way out. Jack goes, now, if that was true, I'd have been dead a long time ago. Which, yeah, he would have been.
Yeah.
So, let's see, the final 2. Do we talk these yet? I had to scroll. No. Jack says, as he gets back to SGC and they're checking him out in the med bay, hey, I'm trying to sleep here. Sam's like, sorry, sir. Then off they go. And then the very last line, that one got me. That one, I was like, the first time I watched this, I was super happy. Kind of got a tear in the eye seeing Daniel back. but this ending still gets me every time. Daniel says, "I always seem to be saying goodbye to you," which from the movie. Yep.
Yeah.
Jack says, "Yeah, I noticed that. Why don't you stick around for a while?" Daniel, "I really can't." Jack, "You just did." Daniel, "Special occasion." Jack, "Christmas?" Daniel, "No." Jack, "Groundhog's Day?" Daniel,
That was
"No, no, Jack. I've got my journey." Daniel says no, and Jack goes, "I've got my journey and you've got yours." And Daniel goes,
Yeah.
"Something like that." Sure. I'm like, God, that gets me every time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, the chemistry between these two actors, dude, you can feel it in this episode.
yes.
Oh yeah. Like above and beyond 100%. It's more like 200% of this one. It's like,
True.
the bromance is strong here.
Oh, it is unbelievably good. Well
And
written.
they hit those emotional chords just right.
Yeah.
And
It's just JK. That's a good one too.
oh, there's
That
nobody
is a
there.
good one.
She's talking.
Yes.
That does bring up an interesting question. Was that girl? She was fading. She faded away in
faded
that one
away,
shot. Like, were they messing with his mind a little bit, or was that a vision from Kanan left over in his mind?
I'm kind of thinking it was a vision.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Because that was
Jack
strange.
was
Even
picking up-
Daniel was like, "Who are you talking to?"
Because it was always when he came out of the sarcophagus and he was still like droggy.
Okay.
So I'm
Yeah.
kind of thinking that's what happened.
Yeah, because Ball didn't see her either, so
Or the guards. Yeah. Double mitt twins.
And let's see. I had two that nobody covered. This one is I don't know the meaning.
I don't know the meaning of the word. Seriously. Impudence. What does that mean?
I knew somebody would get that.
I like that one because it's a good like little jab at Ball before he starts torturing him. And then one of my favorite lines of the entire episode.
Your journey isn't over, Jack. Not yet.
What'd you do?
Yeah.
And then Daniel looks down and he's like, "I didn't do anything." It's like, yeah, bullshit.
Sure, buddy.
Plausible deniability.
Yeah. And Jack knows full well, like, I know you're trying to give credit, but I know you did something. Jack ain't
He's like, "You
dumb.
can't fool me."
Yep, exactly. Because they've gone over that earlier in the episode and throughout all the seasons. Like, Jack always plays a little bit dumb, yet he's really not. He's actually spot on, like almost all the time. So those are some of my favorite lines. Now, things that maybe didn't work, I'll kick us off on this one. I got nothing. I love this episode. I think it's perfect, and that's going to reflect in my score as well. But how about you, Skeeter? What do you got?
Yeah, we kind of went over that. That was the emblems on the wall. That was my only nitpick, that it was off. That's it. Otherwise, this
I'll give you that, but
episode-
that won't bother me.
Yeah, it's bothered me since I saw it first come on live. I noticed it from way back then.
It looks like a chevron, actually.
Yeah, it does look like the inside or part of a chevron, which, if you look at a chevron like we've been 3D printing, it is part of the inside of a chevron. It's not Ball's symbol, which I was surprised it wasn't. But yeah, otherwise, this was super well written. Great to have Daniel back, and just that sense of humor between Jack and Daniel happening that we've always loved seeing in the past. And it just picks up like nothing. Like, yep, hey, you might be a figment of my imagination. You might be really here. I don't know, but what's up?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. That's it. You know, he's just like, yeah, come on, help me. If you could help me. And they're like, I can't. I could, but I can't. I can't interfere.
And Jack, on the flip side, is like, I would sure as hell help you. I wouldn't care what would happen to me after that.
And he even said, "You're interfering now." Well, yeah, technically he is if he's talking to
And
Jack.
he was right again.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm just visiting. Cool. How about you, Atomic Patriot? You got any nitpicks on this one at all? Or
I'd say I have the same nitpick as Skeeter because when those dials when they were turning and they it didn't turn all the way out, I noticed it immediately. I was like, ah. But overall, it doesn't take away from the episode really at all. It's just a little thing that my brain just noticed. I was like, ah, gosh dang it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that too. The one knife, but that don't bother me so much. You just know it.
Phillips head.
Yeah.
Phillips head.
And the Phillips head, I noticed that a long time ago. So
you think after a few seasons somebody would have been like, let's put a little tape over that so nobody can see it.
A little cap.
Yeah.
A little cap, yeah. And how about you, Supreme Commander Thor?
My only real nitpick on this one is that I think Ball would have killed his Lotar a long time ago.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. He never came back from season 5.
Yeah, because he had a different Lotar.
Yeah,
in season 5. That's right. And then now
they had to get rid of him, or he gets rid of them if they know too much.
And then now he's got a new one, but she also gave away his plans to this whole base, his secret base, and was trying to run away from him. Like I don't think he would have kept her alive.
Stop using LinkedIn, Ball. Come on, bro.
He's got bad luck. He's got bad luck with these things.
I'm surprised he didn't interrogate her too.
Yeah, like he should have.
She was in a
at
cell.
the very least. She was, but she wasn't being tortured like Jack was. So
he thought he'd have more fun with Jack, I guess.
Yeah, but that's really my only nitpick. Is I think he would have done more to her because he's an evil guy. What did he destroy 2 planets with 60 million people on to prevent them from falling into
nasty.
He's not a good person at all.
But unlike the other ghoul, he really plans far out.
He's got long-term goals. Yeah.
Long game, long-term.
Yeah. Oh, he's
proven it works.
He is the best villain of the SG-1, that's for sure.
Oh yeah,
Anubis has long-term goals, but they're beyond the normal.
I want to destroy the entire Milky Way of all life and then rebuild it in my image. Yeah, that's a bit grandiose.
That's
even Balls
you can do that. You can do that in a Tuesday. You can do that in a Tuesday.
Yeah.
So all right. That's pretty good. Now, let's do some scores. Supreme Commander Thor, we'll work our way on up.
I'm going to give this one a solid 6.5 out of 7. This is a good episode. Never skip it. And it's got Walter.
Yes, the Walter bump. And we also have Walter emojis if you're a member of our channel.
Yeah.
So don't forget that, y'all. How about you, Atomic Patriot? What would you score this one?
I'd say I'd score it maybe 9 out of 10. I think it's a really good episode.
Right on. And how about you, Skeeter?
I'd have to give it a 6.
You're thinking too hard.
I'd give it a 6 out of 7 chevrons, but it still makes me tear up. So I'm going to jump it up to 6 and it's just heading to the 7th chevron about the lock-in, so 6.75.
So 6.7575.
Yeah, 75. That's my score.
75. Oh man, Darren, we're gonna ask you about that one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave that tab open too because he's coming in a couple of weeks. For me, I'm gonna go 8 chevrons. Actually, this one's out of the world, out of the galaxy. For me, I think this is a fantastic episode. It's one of my absolute favorites. And if it's on a 10-point scale, I'm giving it a perfect 10. I think it's fantastic. Brad Wright wrote the hell out of this one. Oh wow,
Jean, give it a huge. She said she would never do it, but yeah, 9
wow.
Same with just JK, 9 out of 10. Really good. Sorry.
Oh, Good score.
Hey, it's a really good episode. So it's
Aesthetically, it looks fantastic. You brought up the cinematography, Atomic Patriot. Like it's fantastic set design. The music is amazing. It's perfect all the way through. Directed by Martin Wood, written by Brad Wright. They crushed it, man, with this one. And it's like, if I was a returning actor and I'm like, you gave me this freaking episode, holy damn, you miss me, don't you? I'd be like, this is a welcome back. Like the door is always open to me. Like, judging by how I left this show, you still did this for me. Like, that would make me feel terrible personally. So,
and like I'll say one thing about like that shows like this do that aren't done with newer shows is it doesn't explain it over and over again what's going on.
Yes,
it trusts that you're smart enough to figure it out, and newer shows don't really do that. So I love that.
Well said. Perfect. That's awesome. And the other highlight is just Cliff Simon as Ball. Like, the second he strolls in on screen in this episode, yes, we saw him in season 5, but when he strolls in this one, it's like, oh man, things are about to go down. Like, he's got
a present.
He's got charisma. He's got presence.
Oh yeah.
Like, this is the evil enemy I wanted from word go, not a office. I want more of this. Skeeter. 6 foot. Great. So, and he's definitely one of the best system lords, if not one of the best gold enemies in this show. He is the Joker of the Stargate universe.
This is how you introduce a bad guy in a show.
Yes. And he likes being bad. He does not care. And even when he lets his host talk, his host is just as nasty as he is.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, wait, you willingly accepted this? Oh, yes. It's like, oh, wow. Okay, that was different. So
that's like later on when he doesn't do the Gould voice anymore.
Yeah.
And you're like, who's really talking? Is it him or the host? You're not.
And then
sure.
you find out that the host is just as
evil,
bitchy as he is. So, and so that's awesome. Fan rating on Gateworld is an 8.69 out of 10. So pretty high marks. And Darren gives this 4 out of 4 stars.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it.
I'm not surprised. I'm a little surprised by the previous episode of Nightwalkers, but that's okay. We can agree to disagree, Darren. That's fine.
Everyone has their mistakes.
Yep.
Yeah, with your 1.5 stars and the 5.6464, but we're never gonna forget that one.
Nah.
But on that note, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Atomic Patriot, you want to let everybody know where they can find you and what you tend to do on the interwebs.
Oh, I tend to I tend to upload videos on my YouTube channel where it's Atomic Patriot, and I upload Monday to Friday. I talk about pop culture. I have fun doing it, and I uploaded a video today where I was just talking about the current state of the DC universe, and I
got the notification. I gotta watch the one still.
That's and I've coined it the GCU because. You know, it's more G than D, but it's it's I do that, and I'm also on X, and I'm very opinionated on there. So if you don't like uncensored opinions, you probably should not follow me there. But yeah, no, and you can find me on CRTICILESS where I do reviews and all that too, and I have a kick, but it's more barren than the Sahara Desert, but
it's there.
It's there. It's there just for the sake of it being there. But yeah, no, and I'm also on a podcast with the homies where, I mean, we do streams every Sunday, and it's fun there. We talk about movies and all that, and it's great. Like we talked about Akira Toriyama, and so that was it's great. And
awesome.
Thank you for inviting me on. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah,
absolutely. We'll get you back on again. It was fun time. Now, how about you, Supreme Commander Thor? Where are you at, and what's the next 500 clips you are trying to select from?
Yeah, so we just finished the Toker Part 1 over on my Every Stargate Frame and Order account on Twitter/X. We will be starting the Toker Part 2 on Sunday at 7 a.m. And I will be picking frames probably tomorrow for that one. I have it all chopped up and ready to go. The hardest part is picking the frames. That's what I got to do tomorrow. Other than that, I'm on the Stargate Files every Thursday with Skeeter and Jeff. And my buddy John is working on The Storm over on his account, every Stargate Atlantis Frame and Order. So go check him out as well.
And he will be joining us next week for Shadow Play and the other guys.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be fun. And Skeeter, let everybody know where they can find you at.
Oh, besides here on Thursday nights for the Suns and Shadows Network with Stargate Files, you catch me on Saturday nights for a few more months as I'll be on Deadwire Live with Jeff, Kevin, and Chad and other special guests that we have coming up. This weekend we got some. But otherwise, yeah, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, the Stargate Files, and on X, Skeeter _the Stargate Files.
Right on. And I am Jeff from Suns and Shadows. We got a full network over here. Tuesday nights are movie nights. We're working through Tremors, the movie series 1 through 4. So if you're interested in those, we just did Tremors last Tuesday, and we're doing Tremors 2 next week. And absolutely, we got a link to our merch shop down below. We're terrible at shilling around here, so it's up to you if you want to partake. Put the lights on. But yeah, on Thursdays are always Stargate nights. Friday nights, well, every other Friday nights, we got a little bit of a canceled TV show podcast going on, and it's called Nostalgia TV. We're going through Farscape season 4, so Friday tomorrow night you'll be catching us on that one, and Saturday nights Deadwire Live, news of the week and some pop culture, and we give each other a little bit of hell, so a little bit of fun, and we'd love to have you with us. So like, share, subscribe on the way on out. We'd love to have you with us. And Skeeter, how do we get out of here tonight?
Come try everything better.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Stop by anytime. In fact, I'll take you fishing. I'd love to do that. There's this lake in northern Minnesota where the bass grow that big. Well,
Don't call us. We'll call you.
we better get out of here.
No, really?
No, really.
You will go. Right. You will go.
Think it gets showtime?